All right, what's up, guys? So it's been so long since I haven't posted a video, and that's because I've been sick. I've been sick since early August. Been having like endless symptoms. I finally went to the emergency room and they found something wrong with my blood, my white blood cells, and it's pretty severe. But I'm currently seeing a blood doctor, a hematologist, and just going back and forth with them. And there's also something wrong with like the bone marrow. So I'm gonna see a rheumatologist for bones and joints and stuff like that. So I've just been pretty much out of it. I've been wanting to post, but man, I really can't do anything if my head's spinning and I'm having like crazy symptoms. But fortunately, I was like jumping for joy. There's no cancer or anything, so it just looks like maybe some type of like autoimmune disorder or something. But yeah. So recently I picked up a new daily, and it's been like a cool little new project. Very, very cool little Honda. And can't wait to show you guys. It's in this video. And if you want to see more of this little Honda, just smash the like, and I'll come out with some videos weekly. All right, guys. All right, what's up, guys? So here's the new daily. It's 2004 YH2 Element, and man, this thing is pretty dang nice. I'm using my camera right now, so I don't really have like a wide angle, but this place got pretty tagged up in the back. I haven't been up here like pretty much a year, but yeah, so I haven't done anything to this car. I just want to try and document this right now before I get started on it, like cleaning it up, doing a bunch of maintenance and little repairs, odds and ends. And this thing needs a lot of little work. But there was a little bit of a scare because I thought I got scammed, and yeah, I'll get to that later on in the video. But this is the pretty much the finish of it. Sandpaper. Basically, it's never been washed or detailed or anything. It's just been it's probably been washed through like automatic car washes, and that's about it. But there's really been no actual maintenance. That's Nighthawk Black Pearl. It's got a nice flake in it. But yeah, so this thing is super sweet. I love this thing. It does need work. I'm gonna be going to the junkyard for little odds and ends for stuff like that. No rear wiper delete. I'm actually gonna get the wiper, so look out for that. And it already has the mud flaps on there. Wait, it has, yeah, the rear mud flap there, and this right here. And it needs front tires, as you can see right there. Those are pretty nice. It has door dings down the side, which I actually don't even care, because if there's a few more door dings down the road, I'm not even gonna notice them, because this thing's kind of riddled, so the damage is already done. When I bought the car, I barely got this thing probably about 4 or 5 days ago, and when I went to go check it out, I noticed that this was repainted. It has been in a little fender bender. You could tell it's a little bit popped up right here, and it wasn't really an issue. I checked the whole front end, and it was just cosmetic. This is an R dot bumper, and this is OEM, and I guess they just replaced it or something, but it's not a matching black to this and this. And it started hitting right there. But yeah, this thing is super sweet. All right, so the lens in the camera is dirty. It's dirty on the inside. I can't clean it, so that kind of sucks. So let's go under the hood. I'll tell you about the little problem that I had, that I thought I got scammed, and then we'll go in the interior. All right, guys, so this is the famous K24 A4, 160 horsepower. It's good on torque. This thing actually pulls and pushes this thing quite well. On the freeway it does nice. And when I bought the car, everything checked out. I went over everything and I was like, okay, well, I do the cash. When I was driving home, it didn't overheat, but it started to get warm. It didn't go like, it didn't peg, like the needle didn't peg all the way hot, but it started to get warm, abnormally warm. And then I turned the AC on. I just took it home. I had already bought it. I looked around, it smelled like coolant. I'm like, yeah, blown head gasket. So just contemplating what to think. I hit up a couple people, close friends, and they didn't want to touch this thing with the 10-foot pole. If it is the head gasket. And what it actually, I just did like little research on it, and it actually ended up being, let me get down here. Oh, it was actually this sensor. You see how it's like nice and new right there. It was the fan switch. The fan wasn't turning on, and so once I checked that the fan wasn't turning on, I'm like, holy shit, okay, well that's the reason why. I swapped that out, 10 bucks, fan turned on, no overheating issues. Then I had to flush this, obviously, to put that new sensor in, and I flushed everything out the system. And then I noticed that out the tailpipe was a lot of condensation and water dripping out the back. So I'm like, these people actually ran the car with no fan switch probably for months and blew the head gasket and dumped it on me. And then I've been driving this thing for days already, just testing, and I have water in the system right here, just water here, water there, and keeping track of everything, no overheating, and it's actually holding like a full radiator, and it's holding a full reservoir overflow, and it's not consuming any coolant. I checked the spark plugs. The only two things I've done, I took this panel off and I took the bottom panel off down there. I changed that sensor and I checked the spark plugs, because the spark plugs will tell you if it's a head gasket, if these two look nice and this one is like brand new, where it's like it's getting cleaned by coolant and steam, and this one looks normal, you know. If something's abnormal, but everything looks normal, and it runs perfect. And then but I think I know the reason why it's actually dumping out a lot of water and condensation, and we'll get to that right now. But yeah, so this thing has a stock air box. I want to try and gut this out, the resonator. I want to put an intake, because this thing, she actually picks up. This thing surprisingly picks up. If you floor it, it kicks down a gear and she goes. So I know it's getting, you know, like smothered with this, so I definitely want to get an intake, probably just a regular tube and a cane, and just call it a day right there. And obviously the full detail. But yeah, so if you guys want to see any of this cleaned up, and yeah, just smash the like. But let's go underneath and then let's go inside. Alright guys, so it's a good thing this ground is kind of clean. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, so this thing is pretty clean under here. This pipe looks pretty dang crusty, and I'm like, what is this? And what is that up there? It literally looks like somebody drove this thing in the mud, and all that is like dirt residue. And so I'm kind of like, was this like a flood car or just an off-road? Like somebody took this thing off-roading, but I have no idea. But yeah, so this thing is pretty dang wet down here. It's dripping. And yeah, let's see in the back. Oh, and by the way, brakes all around are nice, no lip or nothing, and it has nice pads. So kind of thankful for that right there. And like I said, I bought it like that, and I haven't even touched anything, haven't washed it. I want to show you guys just the way I bought it. Oh, I want to paint this. So yeah, so rear sway bar, everything is pretty dang filthy back here. As you can see, that's definitely some off-road action right there. And I see some riding right there, maybe a replacement bumper, I don't know. The rear diff is basically crusty. So yeah, so I definitely have to get back here. And I see the mount right here. That mount looks crusty right there. Want to swap that out. And yeah, that's definitely not original, these bolts. So that looks a little bit sketchy, but those boots don't look bad. And yeah, right here, yeah, nothing really screams out at me besides just being very, very dirty. Let's go under here. This boot looks pretty good. And this looks pretty dang thrashed. All that right there. That looks pretty bad. But right there, it's all leaking. Got to see what these leaks are. And the reason why I suspect, and the reason I think it's dumping so much water out, is that you can see, could I zoom in, all the trash and cobwebs right there. Basically, this thing sat up for a long time, and it filled up with condensation, and now it's finally getting ran and it's dumping it out the back. So as you can see right there too. So yeah, this thing sat up and it's finally being driven. And I kind of like got lucky because it wasn't the head gasket, and I got it pretty dang cheap. And they kept on throwing parts. It's a brand new fan, and it's like a couple other brand new parts, and they couldn't get it to you know, to like not overheat. But they didn't even look at the fan switch. And I'll put a picture right here of the before of the old and the new one. So yeah, so let's go inside. There it is right there. I got my battery charging. It's an auto. This thing, it feels really nice. It's a very solid little SUV, truck, whatever, minivan. It does everything. Oh, and that seat's kind of bent back there, but I'll get back there. Some vents wouldn't be bad right there. That'll be kind of cool, like some Jeep vents for like to get out some of the hot air. That'll look pretty cool. So I'll get this side, and like I'll get the other side too. All right guys, so now that is freaking awesome. That's the reason why I like this like these so much, because it just passes right through. If you have kids, just buckle them up and you could walk right through. There's no pillar. Your B pillar is actually right here. Like this is like monstrous right here. Very structural. And there's your striker right there. And this one has the OEM optional armrest, which I think I'm gonna end up taking off because I like the ability to get out and go in the back. But yeah, there she is right there. I really like this thing. I've been drooling over these things for years and never really thought about getting one. I just liked them a lot, but now I finally have one and I could finally do what I want and you know, make it my way. You know, this thing is super filthy. I don't know if you could look at, I don't know if you can see that filth, but it's literally like, let me see. Yeah, the camera does not pick it up, but it looks awful. So yeah, so that's the pillar. It's attached to the door, and then from there, nice solid sound too. Yeah, you could see something spilled right here, dripping all the way down. I'm gonna end up getting all this, and I want to show you more signs that it's been sitting up. All that right there. Definitely sat up for a while. Okay, well, these are the only two panels that I took off before. I mean, after I got the vehicle, I had to take this off for the fan switch, and I took this off on top of the radiator to get a better access at the radiator cap and, you know, inspect it. But I really haven't wrenched on this thing at all. I don't want to wrench on it and not show you guys, but I'm gonna keep this out real quick. So, I mean, as you guys already know, like the little feature with the seats, I'm gonna demonstrate that for you guys right now and show you guys something pretty cool that it does. Element people, you guys already know obviously, but you Integra guys or other Honda guys, this is the reason why I like this vehicle. It's got like a lot of little cool features. All right, so everything kind of looks like a mess here, but the seats actually fold up like that. And first you got to recline it all the way back like this, and the seat goes directly up. And then it has these right here. Just take that and you slide this lever, and you could take the whole seat out in like one go. Take it out and this whole thing becomes a bed. With the tailgate, it's basically a little mini pickup truck. So much room, but at the same time it's a sedan, and at the same time it's a minivan, and at the same time it's everything. Oh yeah, forgot to say, it holds on with this carabiner right there. This one is busted off and it has a nice sunroof, so, or moonroof, so that's pretty dang cool. And these open up old school style like that. So it's pretty cool. And just like that, a minute later, everything is back to normal. But yeah guys, so that's gonna be the little video. I know it was all like rambling and stuff, but yeah, it's a freaking cool ass vehicle. Love this thing. It drives nice, and yeah, I can't wait to do like a little camping or whatever. But don't really expect any full-blown build. It's all gonna primarily be like detailing, cleaning, painting little things here and there, and mainly accessories, because you can't really do anything like performance wise. Yeah, you could go like full built, you know, K-series 6-speed turbo, but no. And you can only really do brakes, suspension, wheels, tires, you know, off-road tires, all-terrain. You could lift them and basically accessorize them, and then you could also build them out to for like a bed and stuff back here, but I'm really not going to be doing any of that. If I do camp, it'll just be a mattress on the floor. But primarily you're only going to be seeing cleaning, maintenance, painting, and just kind of a make it my own type of build. But yeah, so All right, guys, it's gonna be a little video. If you want to see more, please subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.